What you are witnessing right now with Cam Harris, this is an illusion. It's not real. What we are seeing with Cam Harris, or as her pretend friend Meg Stallion prefers to call her, Lil Debbie, Lil Debbie. You know, I'm starting to wonder about Meg Stallion. Does she represent the tease? Because last I checked, Meg, that was a feminine name. I have never met a dude named Meg or Megan. I've never heard of someone being born with an Audi and the mother saying, "He looks like Megan to me." Meg Stallion presents herself as a strong woman. Girl, I'm a boss. But a stallion, that is a male horse with a supersized cucumber. So I'm struggling to understand how Meg identifies as a stallion. Anyway, what we are seeing right now with Cam Harris, this is a media-created gimmick. And as I say all the time here on the channel, gimmicks, they are only designed to last for a certain amount of time. Every gimmick has an expiration date. If you don't believe me, go ask Bob Dylan Mulvaney. Has anyone seen Bobby D lately? During their 365-day journey from Young Man to Wonder Woman, Dylan Mulvaney was heavily featured in the mainstream media damn near every day. As soon as the calendar hit day 366, Bobby D vanished. The foundation of the business of professional wrestling, it's built on gimmicks. If you were to ask any professional wrestler about the best gimmicks, the gimmicks that have the potential for longevity, I would be willing to bet that every single professional wrestler would say that the best gimmicks are the ones that are based in reality. The best characters are just an exaggerated version of who you actually are. Look at the most successful characters in the history of the business. Austin, Rock, Triple H, Vince McMahon. What do they all have in common? Their characters aren't far from who they are in reality, which represents a real problem for Cam Harris. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. This constantly evolving image that the mainstream media presents of Cam Harris, this constantly evolving image is not real. Cam is a chameleon. She's an expert at adapting to her surroundings. Remember a few years ago when Cam was visiting France? It was absolutely amazing how she developed a French accent as soon as she stepped off the plane. Or, as her supporters prefer to call it, a danger to the environment. Cam was roaming around Paris pretending to be French. Hey, it's me, Cammy. I like French fries and French kissing. I'm a Parisian. I'm a descendant of Pierre Le Haut. The image of Cam Harris is not the only thing, though, that's an illusion. The media, they have also created this illusion that Cam Harris is surging in popularity. Now, we disproved that false narrative last weekend when we reported on the dismal attendance at her rallies in Pennsylvania. And when I say dismal attendance, we're talking about attendance levels that are only seen in the WNBA dump. So we disproved that false narrative last weekend, and yesterday, we were given further proof of the media-created illusion of Cam Harris. We were given further proof that the surging support of Cam Harris might not be real. One of the reasons that the mainstream media pretends that Cam is surging in popularity is due to campaign donations. Lil Debbie is raising more money than the Trumper. This is great! Me personally, I'm highly skeptical as to where that money is coming from. A lot of the money that the Orange Man raises, it comes from individual donors. I have a feeling that most of the money given to Cam Harris, it's coming from corporate donors, special interest groups, and the woke United Methodist. It's the perfect illustration of the individual versus the collective. Earlier this week, Cam Harris, she had another campaign rally in Atlanta. Since her rallies in Pennsylvania were a huge embarrassing failure, while also proving that Cam Harris has something in common with 99% of the dump divers in the WNBA, which is Cam Harris is not a draw. If her name is on the marquee, the fire marshal, he's guaranteed to have the night off. But that's okay. That's okay. Because Cammy, She had what she thought was the perfect solution to the lack of crowd syndrome. She contracted the services of Meg Stallion. Meg is known for being a substandard rapper, and that's being generous. If you want my brutally honest opinion, her music is trash. But she's also known for being proficient in all the ings: twerking, flirting, and uncontrollable farting. Like her grandmother in Woke, the whoopee cushion from The View, Meg, she has the unique ability to produce a powerful boodle breeze. But Meg was not the only star at this dedication to illusion. Quavo from the rap group Migos was also paid to draw a crowd. With KC, I believe his name is Quavo. It doesn't matter what his name is, no one cares. Cam knew that Meg and Quavo, they would not be enough to draw a crowd. No! Since Cam was clearly in the mood to pretend, she has been pretending to be vice president for the last 3.5 years, and lately she has been pretending to be popular, so it was only right that Cam Harris invite the premier pretender in the state of Georgia to attend her Atlanta rally, Stacey Abrams. Now, for those that don't remember, Abe, she spent 3 or 4 years traveling the country pretending to be the governor of Georgia. When she attended family reunions, she even put Governor Abrams on her name tag. Unfortunately for Abe, not only did her family not believe her, they also didn't know who in the hell she was. Fortunately, though, for Cam Harris, the money spent paying doofus celebrities, substandard rappers, and pretend politicians to attend her rally, it worked. According to reports in the media, Cam Harris drew over 10,000 people in Atlanta. Woohoo! Yes! The media claimed that the crowd was electric when Meg Stallion performed her chart-topping hit, Bruise Caboose. To the windows and grab the ledge. Does she have a third leg? I thought her name was Meg. When the reality is, the crowd was mostly silent during Meg's performance. I have seen more excitement in the Delaware dungeon when John Biden is playing Dungeons and Dragons. I saw more looks of confusion during Meg's performance than I did of ecstasy and excitement. And there might be an explanation as to why that's the case. The mainstream media, the media claiming that 10,000 people attended this rally, it could be another example of the media giving you a partial truth. Here on the channel, we call it the shit sandwich. The easiest way to get people to believe a lie is to stick the lie between two truths. It is true. With the assistance of her paid celebrities and pretend politicians, Cam Harris was finally able to draw a crowd that didn't have to be counted using 3 digits. The 10,000 people who came to see Cam Harris in Atlanta, that is the largest crowd that she has ever drawn. However, there might be an explanation as to why Cam Harris was able to draw a crowd this size. Let's just think about this logically for a second. It is very rare for someone to go from drawing crowds in the hundreds to suddenly drawing over 10,000 people. Normally, you'll see more organic growth. 500 becomes 1,000, 1,000 becomes 2,000, 2,000, 4,000. So how in the hell did Cam Harris go from drawing 68 people in Pennsylvania just 7 days ago to drawing 10,000 in Atlanta? Maybe, just maybe, Meg Stallion wasn't the only supporter who was paid to attend. Now, I cannot confirm the accuracy of what I'm about to show you. I will let you decide for yourself whether or not you believe it. Yesterday afternoon, one of my viewers, they sent this video of a young woman from Georgia explaining how crowd sizes for Cam Harris went from dozens to thousands. Watch for yourself.
Before the rallies, they get busloads and they go pick up the homeless people. They offer them food, drink, and a little change to come to the rally, so the rallies will look full. Now, you gotta realize she just dealt with the rally, and I wanna say it was Pennsylvania, where it was less than 60 people. It was quite embarrassing for her. And so that's not gonna go down in this blackety black city, okay? It's just not going to go down. They are absolutely going to make sure that thing looks packed out. That's why you only saw certain angles as well, but I want you to know People aren't for her like that. That's why they're having to pick up homeless people.
What a shocker. When it comes to the allegation that people were paid to attend this Cam Harris rally, I believe this young woman, and I'll tell you why. Anything or anyone that the mainstream media promotes, I tend to believe the opposite. If the meteorologist at NBC News says it's going to rain, I know it's going to be mostly sunny. If the media claim that Gabby Newsom solved the immigration problem in the People's Republic of California, I automatically know that his solution to the problem was making life so miserable for people living in California that they voluntarily moved to Mexico. And when the mainstream media suddenly starts supporting Cam Harris, the same Cam Harris that some in the media were questioning just a few months ago if she should be replaced as vice president. When the media suddenly starts supporting Cam, I wonder why. Why all of a sudden are they supporting Cam Harris? Why are they treating Cam like she is the second coming of Barry the Obama? Why are they trying so hard to convince black voters that they have to support Cam Harris? You know what the mainstream media doesn't want you to see? They don't want you to see this. They don't want you to see black women speaking the truth about Cam Harris. Not only because the media is allergic to the truth, the media, they don't want you to see black women speaking against Cam Harris because it doesn't fit their narrative. Yesterday afternoon, the Trumper, he held a rally in Atlanta. Now, unlike Cam, it doesn't appear that the Orange Man had to pay people to be there. But during the rally, a woman named Michaela, she spoke about Cam Harris. Watch for yourself.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
For those that don't know, Willie Brown, he allegedly had a relationship with Cam Harris back in the 90s. He was supposedly married at the time. Now, Willie, he was in his 60s while Cam was 29. Willie Brown had a lot of influence in California with the Democratic Party. At the time of his alleged relationship with Cam Harris, he was the Speaker of the California Assembly. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. The point is, all of this with Cam Harris is an illusion. Have you noticed that Cam Harris hasn't given an interview since she was selected as John Biden's replacement loser to the Trumper? Have you noticed that the mainstream media refuses to talk about her political record? Have you noticed that Cam seems to be using the strategy that John Biden successfully used in 2020, and she seems to be in hiding? She's very elusive when it comes to situations where she can't rely on scripted responses. I wonder why. Give me your thoughts on this. Another humiliating moment for Cam Harris as she allegedly paid homeless people to attend her rally in Atlanta. Do you believe it? Do you think that's true? And if you don't, how do you explain Cam Harris going from dozens of people attending her rallies to suddenly drawing 10,000? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate your support. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys later.